Welcome back, and let's continue with the series of Python by WS Cube Tech. So basically, up till now, we have studied about the fundamentals of the Python, and we even saw the OOPS concepts with respect to the Python. And now in this tutorial, we're going to be studying about the exceptional handling. Now, before going towards the exceptional handling, let's first understand about the errors and all. So uh, when we generally write a code, we get different types of errors about there. So basically there are three types of errors. So first one is the compile time error, the second one is the logical error, and the third one is the runtime error. Now we'll talk about this one by one. So let's start with the first one, that is the compile time error. Now this, as the name suggests, you are going to get this at the compile time itself. So the examples of compile time error is like when you generally write a code, and if you suppose you have missed a colon over there, or suppose you have made a spelling mistake while writing any keyword, and there where you will get this type of error, that is compile type error. The second one is the logical error. So we'll understand this with the help of an example. So suppose, for example, I have this a is equal to, I'm having some value. So suppose I have a is equal to 5 and say b is equal to 10. And now what I want to do is I want to evaluate a perform some uh, operation. So say I have to evaluate an equation, say. So suppose I want to do is I want to just do a plus b and divided by say 5. I want to do this thing. All right, so we are talking about the second type error, that is the logical error, and for that we are seeing this example. Now what is going to happen in this case is like there won't be any syntax error in this case. You are writing perfectly, you're following uh, s- uh, the grammar and everything up, the syntax and all, you are following with respect to the programming, the Python. Now basically what is going to happen is like this code is going to work, now if I just simply say run, so this code is going to work. Now here in this case what is happening is like this division is going to be evaluated first, that is b divided by 5 will be evaluated first, and then the it will be added to a. So this is about like and suppose this is not what we are expecting, right? What I want to do is I want to do this a plus b first, and then I want to divide this by 5. So in this both case it will just generate me this is nothing but this is one of the logical error which I am facing over here, that your code is working fine, you are getting the output, but you're not getting the output as per your choice. And this is where you will face this logical error. Now in order to just evaluate this a plus b first, and then you should go with this division. So here what I have to do, I have to make use of the parenthesis. So I will just resolve this thing as a plus b inside the parenthesis, and then I'm going to do type this upon 5. And now if you say, we are getting the different results. So I was expecting this result, but unfortunately the Python understood that I want to do this thing as per our rule, that division should be evaluated first, and so it did it this way. So this is where you're going to face your logical error. This was about the second error. So logical errors basically says that your syntax is fine, everything is fine, your code is working, you are getting an output, but you're not getting the output of your choice. So it's where you're gonna this error may arise, that is the second one, that is a logical error. And the third one is the runtime error. Now what is about the runtime error? So runtime error is about, like, we will understand that thing too with the help of an example. Now suppose I am taking two numbers from the users, all right, and I just want to divide those numbers. So say I will accept first number and accept second number, and just I'm going to do the division of this. So why not just do it practically, so that the stuffs might get more clear. So now basically what I'm having my variable a, and what I'm just doing is I'm taking input from the user, that is I'm just asking the user to enter the number 1, and I just will copy paste this. So I'm just saying we'll just make this, change the variable name b, and enter the second number. And we even know it will just give us an error, because by default it understand this as a string, but this is going to take numbers. So we'll just do the type conversion over here, and I'm just going to say int. All right. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm taking two inputs, integer values from the user, and what I want to do is just want to do the division of this. So I'm just going to say a divided by b. All right, and we'll just print this thing. Yeah, we are printing that thing. All right, and if I just say run, and it will ask for the number one. So I say 5, and this time I will say 10, and you are getting the result. All right, so we are getting this thing. But what if now I will just once again I will run this code, and this time what I'm saying, I'm giving 5, but the second number I'm giving as 0. And now you're seeing this error. It says 0 division error, division by 0. All right, so this simply means that this is a runtime error. All right, and if I just go into more specific, so I just want to tell you guys that this thing might occur at in a some specific state, like it was working fine with the another inputs, right? But when I just gave this 0, and at that time this my python gave me this error. So basically we can just say that runtime errors are those errors that there won't be any syntax error. You won't be the logic would be there would be logic, that is there won't you won't be facing any logical error. You can see that my logic is absolutely correct over here. It's completely working fine. But for a specific condition, that is when my the user gave the input as a another input for a specific condition, I'm getting this exception, or you can just, as for now you can just call it as error, and this is nothing but the runtime error. And now when we are getting this thing, so uh, and if I suppose had this suppose I will just write one statement over here. Suppose I say print thank you. So, and if I just once again I will just run it, and once again I'm just going to give that 0 division error. So you can see that over here the two things you can see first are this statement is giving an error, and the second thing is the immediate statement next to after are this statement is not getting executed. That means suppose this runtime error is such a thing that as soon as there comes an error, it just stops the execution of our complete program. So we can just understand this thing. Suppose that we are having 1,000 lines of code, and suppose on my particular line I got this runtime error. So my entire statements which are after that particular statement will not get executed, and this is not a this is an issue for us, and we don't want this to happen, that because of that single line of statement our entire project or the entire software crushes down. And there this exception handling concept comes into picture. So basically what we can do over here is like we can just handle this exception. Now first before moving towards the exception handling, I just want you guys to let you know that what's the necessary of exception. So the thing is like we don't want our project to get stopped because of a single error in our code, right? If there is a particular statement which is giving us an error, we need to handle those things so that our the statements which are after that line gets executed. So this is a need where you want that you should be handling such type of statements in your code which you feel like that in particular scenario it might rise an error. Now in this case the error is rise by at the end of the users. Now you don't know how what user will give you the input over here. If now he has given the input at 0 and it is just rising an error, so you being a developer, it's your responsibility that you should have all the ideas in your mind, like what all input can a user give, and according to that you need to design your project in that way so that you are just your uh, project is quite capable of handling any type of error, and it doesn't gets crushed down or just stops execution. Because if that thing happens over here, the first thing it will just stop the execution of the entire statements of your project. The second thing is you may even lose some of your data or some of the files while if you are not capable of handling such type of data, such type of exceptions, right? So we are now going to see how you can do these things with the help of exception handling. So basically what I can do is like now this was about my third error, right? That was my runtime error, and in order to handle this runtime error, we make use of this exception handling. And now basically what I can do is like, now I can figure out, yes, this particular statement can give me an exception, give me an error, and I need to handle this thing. So what I can do is like, I can just put this into a try block. So what I will just do, I will just say try, and inside this I will just put this statement. Thus you may call this as a critical statement over here, like you know that this particular statement may give me a error. I want to handle this thing, so I'm just putting this into a try block. So this try simply says that I know that this particular block may or may not get executed, or may give an exception, so just try to execute this line of statement. So all right, and now in order, it will just try, and if there is an exception, so you're gonna handle it. So this is, you're gonna raise an error if suppose the p input is given as 0. So here you are going to get an error. Now if when you say that try this particular thing, that try to execute this line of statement, so it will just try. And if it's okay, if the input is okay, it is 10, 5, or anything apart from 0, it will work fine, so no problem with that. But suppose in the scenario like in this case, now if you give it as 0, so you need to handle it. So you're just gonna say except, and you're gonna say exception. So what you're basically saying that if anything error arise here, come to in this block. And what this block will do, it will just simply say that you can type any message over here, or as for now you can just say that uh, error, or why not, when you know that this is a zero division error, that is division by 0, so you can simply just warn the user that a number cannot be divided by 0. So I will just say that uh, the number can't be divided by 0, and that's it. And now if I just run this code, and if I'm going to give the uh, result, as we are going to see the exception part. So it says that the number can't be divided by 0, and you can see this, that the two things has been resolved over here. The first thing is this particular statement, it came over here, and it saw that yes, this thing is having an error over here. It went to the exception block and it printed this message, and the next, the immediate statement after that, that also got displayed over here. So we have resolved the things we were earlier having an issue with. All right, so this is about the try and exception. So you can even, what you can do is like, you can even say here accept exception as e. Now e, what is e? E is an object of this exception. All right, and instead of printing this entire test, you can just say e. Now I will just let you guys know how it works. So if I just run this, and if I just give this as a divide by 0, so you can see it automatically says division by 0. So means this e is nothing but it is an object of exception, and it is printing this thing. So you can just go do it this way, or you can just print your own message as I said, or you can go with both. Like suppose you can just say that uh, uh, can't divide by 0, and you can just give it a comma over here, and it will print now both. You can see here, like say, so you can see can't divide by 0, division by 0. So you can give your as per your message, or you can just simply use this object of exception. All right, so this was fine. Now we'll move a bit ahead. So now what gonna do is like, suppose now, as I said, this was about the zero uh, zero division error. All right, and now in another scenario, like say for example, this the runtime error may not occur only because of this 0 divided by 0 value. It may occur due to some, if there is issue with the internet connectivity, or if there is you may say that some database connectivity and all. So this runtime errors may occur in that scenarios as well. It's not only based upon like if only in the case if the user gives the wrong input. So suppose that I will just write a statement over here, like suppose we are opening a file. So we have seen in the file handling concept, like whenever we open a file, we need to make sure that we close it, right? So what I'm just going to say is I'm just going to say here print, and I'm saying uh, open a file, and this will just open my file. All right. And after performing my calculation and all, I just want to simply close it. So I will just say that close my file. So it will just close me. So we'll just first execute this and check it out. So you can see, like we'll give a first, we will go with the right inputs, like suppose I'm giving 5, 10, and you can see over here is that it completely works fine. So what it is doing over here is it taking the input from the user. So it took 5 and 10, then it came into this block. It says okay fine, so open a file. It got displayed, it performed this calculation, so it was just fine. So it didn't went inside this block, and it printed this close my file, and then it printed this last statement. That works fine. All right, okay, no, not an issue with this. Now for example, say that in our scenario we got an exception. Now I'm just going to run again my code, and this time I'm going to give that error, that is 0, it can't divide by 0. So say I have given this number, and the second number I give as 0, and now you can observe over here is that okay, it is accepting our first number, it is accepting our second number, all good. It even says open a file, fine. It came over on this statement, that is print a divided by b, and as soon as it saw this thing, it just jumped out of this try block, and it went and just executed this thing, that can't divide by 0, division by 0, and it printed this thank you. So and what about this now? It didn't got printed, this thing close my file, it didn't got printed. Now how can I resolve this thing? So can I just put this thing inside my exception? Let's see. So I will just cut this thing, and I will just write it over here. All right. Now we'll run once again. Let's check it out what happens. So suppose I'm giving it divided by 0 error. So okay, so it says that uh, open a file, can't divide by 0, division by 0, close the file, and thank you. All right, this works fine. Now I will just go with the not divisible by 0. So I'm just going to say 10 divided by 5. And now in this case what happens is it is saying that it has opened up my file, it is just giving me the result also, but it is not displaying this thing close my file. So in either of the condition, this I'm not able to cope up with this thing over here. So what can I do in this scenario? Because I want that my open a file should get executed, this thing should executed if the conditions are true. If it is not, it should go inside my exception, it should give this error, and after this it should even close my file as well. So for that scenario, your Python has another, you can say a keyword, that is finally. So you can go with this finally. You can go with this finally, and you can just cut this thing from here, and you can just paste it over here. And now it simply says that uh, even though you are getting an error or something like in the exception block, doesn't matter, the finally says that whatever would be the condition, even if you're getting an exception or if you are not getting an exception, I will get executed. So this thing will get executed even though you are getting an exception or you are not getting an exception, and we'll just try it out. So let's check it out. So we'll just say 10 divided by 5, and it says open a file, it giving me the result, and it says close my file, and it just says thank you. We'll go with the exception. So I'm just going to say 5 divided by 0, and here also we are saying that it says open a file, can't divide by 0, division by 0, close my file, thank you. So now I have just resolved that issue which I was facing. So this is about the finally block, you can say. So this finally block says that it doesn't matter that whatever is the exception you are facing, whether you're going to face or you're not going to face, I don't care, but I will get executed over here. So up till now, basically what we have studied as for far is about the how we can handle these exceptions when at a particular statement uh, means in order to handle the exception for a particular statement. Now for example, as you know, we found out that this particular statement is critical, so I have just put it into my try block, and as soon as I have put it this thing into my try block, I need to handle this thing, and that I'm handling with the help of this exception, except exception. And I'm just handling this exception over here, and in order to print the next further lines of my code, I'm just using making use of this finally. So this works fine. Now what more we can do over here is like, now we know like uh, uh, we are having this exception, all right. Now suppose I will just run my code once again. So suppose this time what I do is like, I'm giving the input as a character safe. So suppose I give it here n, and you're getting an error. It says that value error, that invalid literal for int method with base 10 and this, and it is even giving you the line number, that at what line it is. So it says line number 1. So this statements is also I can it may give me an error if the user gives the wrong input over here. So what I need to do is like just put this thing as well into your try block. Now I'm just going to put this after this open my file, all right. So I can just put this thing also into my try block, and in order to handle this type of exception, I will have to write again uh exception, like except exception. So we know as for now that this is a value adder, so we can be error specific, all right. So what we're gonna do is, in order to handle this thing, I can just say that except, and instead of, now see, when I say I can be specific while writing this, so instead of writing this exception, I can go with this value error, because I know that this might arise the value error. So I'm just going to say value error, and as soon as I just say this thing, and I can just say that print uh, can't accept character or string, or you can simply say that only numeric values accepted. That sounds easy. Fine. So I can be just specific while writing this exception, because exception says like it going definitely is gonna handle your exception, but you can be the specific while writing this thing. Now we know this is a division error, zero division error, so we can just make that thing specific over here. And I have even wrote this thing. Now you can even write this as e, and you can just print that e message also, but in this case I'm just going to say, I'm just going to remove this thing as well. And now what is going to happen is like, if I just give the wrong input over here, so it will go and just give this only numeric value accepted. Let's try it out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say enter number 1. So suppose first number I'm giving all fine, the second one is I'm giving as m, and now it says that only numeric value accepted. And you know, even it is printing this open a file, and it is even saying close my file and thank you. So it works fine. So you can be just value specific over here. You can just uh, run your code for the another input. Suppose that I want to check for zero division error. So it says that open a file and enter the number you are entering. Second number is 0, can't divide by 0, and close my file and thank you. And that was the reason why I wrote this enter number 2 and this just uh, after this open a file, because if I had written over there, so it would have raised another issue. So basically what I did is, first I just want to open a file, and then I'm accepting this inputs from the user. I'm just calculating the result over here. If it works fine, it will just display the result, it won't go into this block, and it will just print this finally block, and it will just print this thank you. But what if here if some error arises. So first it will just open a file, it will just display that message. If by chance over here, if you're giving the input another than the integer value, so it will just go out of this thing and it will just print this thing that only numeric value accepted over here in this case. And what it will do, it will just print your close my file, and yeah, definitely it is going to give you this result as well. uh, Fine. And uh, yes, so you can just it will just say that and it will just print this finally message and say thank you in this case. So this was all about the try except finally block in Python. So this is how you can handle your exception. And now the thing is like because of doing this, you are handling the exceptions. You can see that your program is getting executed. It is not stopping in between. All right. Just do a quick recap over here. So in this exceptional handling, first we studied about the errors. So basically there are three types of errors. The first one is the compile time error. Compile time error occurs at the compile time, that is the syntax, with the errors you get with the syntax. Like for example, you are not doing a spelling mistake while writing the keywords and all, or you are not giving the colon and all, so that is a syntax error. The logical error is that thing that which in that thing, the you are having the syntax right and you are getting the output also, but you are not getting the output as per your requirement. So that one is the logical error, that is there is an error inside your logic. All right. The third one is the error is the runtime error that you need to face at the runtime. That is the examples of runtime error is this common example is the zero division error, then the value error we have, then we even have the errors that we get while doing the database connectivity, or while you are opening any resource, like in this case we are opening a file or closing a file, or it can be any database connectivity issue, or it can be a network connectivity issue. So you are having this all are runtime errors, and it is just for a particular specific condition the particular error is getting arise. Otherwise the entire code is all fine, your syntax is fine, your logic is fine, but for a particular input or for a particular situation that error occurs, and we need to handle this error because we don't want that because of this error our further lines of code doesn't get executed and our, the entire program comes to a halt stage, and we don't want this to happen. So in order to tackle that scenario, that situation, we make use of the exceptional handling concept. And in that what we basically do is like whatever we feel like that the particular statement is a critical statement, and we as a developer have to think in all the ways like what all a user can give the input as a input a use if a particular user is unknown, he might not understand anything, it might give the wrong input which is not expected in your code. So how you can tackle that scenario, it can be even your network issue or database connectivity issue, apart from the getting the wrong input from the user. So in that scenario what you're going to do is you're going to make use of this try except uh, finally block. And in this what basically we are doing is like whatever the statement we find that it is a critical, we're just going to put it into a try block. We are saying that Python, that we don't know that this particular line of statement may run or may not, so you just try to execute this statement, and Python will say yeah, I will just try it out, and if it just uh, works, it will just display you the result. But if it doesn't, then we make use of this except block, that if this doesn't works out, this particular critical statement doesn't works out, then please go over here and handle this exception, and this thing is going to handle your exception over here. And finally simply says that doesn't matter that what if though you are getting an exception or you are not getting an exception, I'm going to get executed. And you can just make use of this finally word in order to print your another statements which is not a part of your exception, which is not your critical statements and all. So you can just simply put it over here, and the rest of the code you can just go it will just execute. And we even saw about this value error, and you can be specific. And now here also what you can do is like I have just mentioned this two things because in my scenario I feel like these two things are the chances of I'm gonna there is chances of getting errors in this two situation. That is either a user may enter a string or some another special symbols over here instead of a numeric, or I may get a zero division error over here. So I have just made those exception for those things. But to be on the safe side, I've even say that except, and I can just say that exception. So just a second. So what I'm saying that this will be a general exception, and this is going to accept do the handling of any of the another exception which arises. So you can just say that this exception is the head, and this zero division error, value error, these are the subtopics or subparts of the exception. And to be on the safe side, when it just says that something is wrong over here. All right, so to be on the safe side, if suppose in irrespective of this errors, if something another issue arises in my program, so I don't want it to get stopped, and this is the way I can just handle that thing, and then again my finally will get executed, and this thank you will be executed. So we'll just run it out, and as for now we are just going to give check it out. So you can see over here it is saying open a file, enter a number. We are having a can't divided by 0, that is exception. Close my file. And we can even see for the second thing, like suppose I have given it a string over here. So it says only numeric value accepted, and it says just close my file, and it says thank you. So I hope you are clear with the exception handling concept over here. And if you're just enjoying the series, so do hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.